is Sarah Hennessey, and I teach kindergarten in Highland. I have 24 students this year, and 5 of them are special ed. And so I guess last year we started a little bit working with the iPad and just realizing all the different apps that are out there that really make it hands-on for kids. So here's kind of an iPad that we have. This is called a Big Grips that's on it. I mean, it's pretty secure in here. The kids can't get it out, but it's very kid-friendly to them. So it's like a cushiony case around it, and they're about $20. So it's well worth the investment for them. But on this iPad, one thing that is a neat one with our math that we're working on, there's one that's just called Dino Teach. I'll show you a little bit how it works. The counting one was just one that we did last Friday in Centers. So they put a bunch of different objects here. They have to count them and point to the number, or touch the number down. So we always encourage them to touch and count. And it keeps them engaged in what they're doing. When kids are learning to print, this was just one I was just kind of experimenting with today. It's just called Ready to Print. In just working on their letters and tracing them the correct way, we just use our fingers, but we've also tried with students. One of our special ed students, he kept pressing too hard. It was very hard for him. So just another tip is to use a stylus. That really helps, and then they're working on their correct formation, holding the pencil also. So, and then it lets them practice it over here on their own also. And I see us really working with these, especially during our RTI groups, because those are small groups of 5, 6. And there's so many books that you can get. Storia through Scholastic is a great tool, great app that you can get, and then you can download books on there. You can create a student's their own library, so it's books at their level that they could go on and read. And instead of having to look through books and try to figure out, what level somebody's at, or if we have that book, being able to have the access to it on the iPad and pull it up for them to read on there, I think is where I see us going with it. They like that immediate feedback, and with the iPad you're able to get that instead of a worksheet and paper and correcting things like that. So it's that immediate feedback I think is really important to kids too. So yes, the one student who's autistic, the iPad is a very motivating thing for him. He doesn't like to sit down much, so for him to sit for even 15 minutes with another student and be able to show that student what he knows about the iPad or that certain app, and then to teach the other, his friend who's sitting next to him. And it's amazing at this age how students, they know that there's something different, but they don't treat them any differently. And so for them, and they know that they're gone for a certain part of the day, so when they're back in our room for free choice time, they almost kind of look for that student sometimes, to kind of think, oh, like, I want to play with him, And so for the one who is very autistic, severe autistic, he is one who has a hard time communicating, and so I think by just his smiles and different things when he's doing an app and showing another student how to play the game, I think the kids really feed off that and enjoy that time to be able to sit and work with him. So.